Good evening, it's good to see you here. I hope you're well. I'm Stevie C, and this is Farming Simulator 25, and we're in Kinlaiig, where the ultimate goal is to own a map, but at the moment we're just starting with the fields and the farm that you come with, and hopefully going to turn the first month into a profit-making month. So we'll get ourselves up and running and ready to go. And if you can't see already, we've had the New Holland quite busy at the moment. We've got the first field already harvest, and the second field, hopefully that guy's going to start finishing that off. Seems to be a bit stuck at the moment. Let's see if getting him... Why is he acting like he's stuck? What's he doing? Looks like we're going to have to finish this one because he's not doing anything. He's on strike, I think. Good start. So anyway, we'll lower that down and set it going. So very annoyingly, we only had this one strip to do and he would have been finished anyway. But never mind. I just won't pay him if he's not going to do the work. Cushion gun. So there we go, that's the fields done. I think that's all the fields I own. I haven't actually checked. I should really check the map, shouldn't I? But we'll let that finish emptying, and then we'll put the pipe out because we're going to have to go and get the other tractor. Go and empty the combine harvester, and assuming that's all the fields we own, which I think it will be, certainly ones that are ready for harvest, I think we'll empty this and then go and put the combine harvester away. Keep a nice tidy farm, and then all we'll have to do then is finish with the baling. So just to explain what the challenge is that we're going to aim to own every field on the map that it allows us to, of course. I don't know if there's a limit on this particular map, but if there is, then as many as we're allowed to own, we will own. But the challenge is to, if we can, own the whole of the map. And be working it, of course, because you want to be making a profit when you own that much land. We haven't got any animals in the field. I did actually think that you started off with animals, but apparently not on this one. So we've got to buy some animals at some point. Oh. Ooh, I think we've got the tipping points not showing, which is good for roleplay, but not good when you don't know where exactly you've got a tip. So settings. So it's not on that one, it must be general settings. Interactive zone markers or info triggers. I think it's that one. Is it? No, because we still can't see it. So, settings, general settings, info trigger. Try that one. Back. Yep, that's the one we wanted. Okay, so that is now done with, I think. That trailer. Where are we going to keep it? Let's just have a look what we've got. We've got in here, we've got the silo, and that's got our crops in it. So we can't really keep the trailer in there, can we? Although it wouldn't be the end of the world if we did. But we'll not do that. And over here we've got, what's this now? Is this like a garage stroke machine shed? It is, so that's a possibility, but we've got stuff in there at the moment, so that would need working out. And then this is where the combine goes, under this little shelter here, so we can't be using that one. We've got the place for the port for the car there, and this is for the sheep. So it'll have to be under here, where we put it. It's not going to be ideal because it's not the easiest of places to reverse. And then if you see that trailer that I've got there, that is the trailer for the bales. Hopefully it works. Just got to make sure I get this right. Oh, going too far there. So we're coming at it from a funny angle, aren't we? So we're just clipping the post, so we'll bring it forward and take it back a little bit, or we'll get stuck on it. We've like literally got it stuck, so we'll leave it there. That looks a good place to park it, don't you think? I agree. Oh, we've dropped the weight, not the well, I think we might get rid of the weight as well, because weights annoy me. You only need it if it's bunny hopping, so we'll stick the weight over here. I can't see because of the tree. So we'll stick the weight just here, out of the way. And bring ourselves down to the straight and narrow so that I can see what I'm doing. So might as well take this trailer out to the field, because we're going to need that to pick up all these bales. I want to see how this thing works, because if it only holds 24 bales at the size of the bales that we're getting, that is not going to be very good at all, in any way, shape or form. However, it is a perfect size for this tight little farm. Right, so let's unfold it, if it will. Are you going to unfold? Hello? Let me go to F1 and see what I'm supposed to be doing. If I press B... Ah, right, okay. So that's it. But like I said, there's loads and loads of bales in this field, so if that only holds 24, it's going to take us hours to do this. Yeah, it is only going to take 24. So that's going to take us a while. We'll come back to that in a minute. We've got to put this... Yeah, we did. I just had the frightening moment there where I thought we didn't empty it. But then I remember we did. So that's okay. So we'll take this over to the trailer. I didn't want to do that. Press the right button and it'll work. Line it up. Now we've got to try and get this to pick that trailer up. Should do it with a tractor really, but I'm going to be silly and try and do this. Because you guarantee with this rear wheel steering and reversing a trailer, it's not going to work very well. Right, so I'm going to take this nice and slow because I don't want to look too silly on stream, which does happen quite regular. So far so good. Oh, just a little bit too far that way with that. So now we straighten it up. And I would call that a success myself. Let's have a look at that. I mean that is perfect. Could even go back a touch if I wanted. So let's go back a touch. Right, so now we'll get on with what we came here to do in the first place. I should get the steering assist sorted. Oh, I don't know what the size was. Was it 6.2? Got 6.2 in my head, so oh, it's done it on the wrong one. I've got to press the right buttons at some point. We've got it saving now, so that's what we wanted. What on earth are you doing, Sirius? Go away. Go on. Out. So let's see if that's right. Definitely not. Oh, I'll just do what I'm doing. We'll just have to do it without the help of the thing. In the wrong vehicle, that's why. Right, switch it on. Get rid of that because we don't need it. So we're going to be working without the GPS. So if I miss any bits, you can't blame me. Let's give ourselves a little bit more visual. Oh, what? Not the wrong button again. Right. See if we can do this without hitting no wrong buttons for a change. Off we go. It's got a turning circle of a barge, hasn't it, this thing? Can you believe we're stuck at 6 miles an hour with this thing? Sorry about that. Right, we can't even make the turn for that first row. We'll have to go down the second row. This is never right. This JCB is getting sold. Might be a classic, it might be old, but it's getting sold. He's a poet and he didn't know it. This is pathetic. We got 2 fields to do with this. I know I've got a lot of money and I could buy a baler, but I want to save as much money as possible for creating for any other fields that we're going to buy. So at the moment we're just going to go with the illusion of we've got small equipment because we're a small farm, but as we get bigger we're going to invest in bigger equipment. I am ditching this. We're going to go to the top of the hill and then we're going to see if the other tractor's any quicker, because this is pathetic. Should really be able to manage at least 10 miles an hour with a baler, surely. But at least the other tractor will turn better. I think this tractor could very much become the forklift truck of the farm. Wonder how much it's worth. We could sell it and buy an actual forklift truck. Right, so we'll drop that there and get this tractor out of the way and see if the other tractor's any quicker in it. Can you believe how long this is going to take us, man? This is going to be unbelievable. This could be one of the shortest owned pieces of equipment that we've ever had. Well, it's already quicker, but we only moved 5 yards and it was doing 7 miles an hour. Right, so let's switch it back on again. Nope. Looks like to go, it takes 6 miles an hour. That's it. That is bad news for this. Especially when you can't get a worker doing it for you. You gotta go slow. It will do one field, take a break and do something else, and then come back and do the other field. But we've got some grass to cut. But the worst thing in all of this is how many bales we're going to have to pick up at the end of it. Trying to manage a dog and stream is not an easy task. Wow, this is pathetic, man. Come on, go faster. Look at all that. There's millions of them. Tell you what, we're not using that trailer. Surely we've got to use an autoloader. I think, forget owning the map, I think I'll be happy just finishing these 2 fields. That would be challenge 1, surely. I'm looking forward to owning the Vicom fast bale because we are not sticking with this. No way. Oh, turned a bit early then, so I've got to miss that. Oh, go on. I mean, there's some cracking views, isn't there, in this map? That's one thing you could say. Is it looks British. Oh, turn it the right way. We're facing the wrong way. Better spin around. As we'll have no idea where we're turning. The only thing I'd say that's not very British about it, it's certainly not very Scottish about it, is the clear skies. That never happens over here. It's always cloudy. I can tell you that as a telescope owner. We never get clear skies, especially at night time. I love the buses. See the bus just disappearing into the distance. I do love bumping into the buses on the road. It's quite good. Probably one of the better vehicles that you've got graphic wise, I would say. Who thought this small equipment would be a good idea? Oh, oh, got myself stuck on a bale. That's going to annoy me for a while. Till I can turn away from it. I can turn away from it now. Go on, let go of me. I think that was going to lower in time. Then I thought we were going to go shooting into another field. So I've got to line this up and then I'm going to grab myself a drink while it trundles along at 2 miles an hour. Hopefully it'll stay on the line. Back just in time. So I wish I had course play on this for this. This is an absolute turgid effort. So I think that field, which has got nothing in it, is our field. So we'll be definitely putting a crop in there next year. At the moment, it's just going to be sort of like the seed crops while we've got the harvester stuff for it. But we will, as we increase the fields, increase the equipment as well. One thing's for sure, we're buying a new baler. Quite possibly in the next 5 minutes. I wasn't going to do it, but this is just ridiculous. I think I'd rather be loading by hand the big bales than doing this with these little bales. I'll do this field. Then I've done due diligence with it. But then we're buying a Vicon fast baler. I didn't want to be spending the money that we've got too quickly, because we've got a load of animals that we want to buy. But This is definitely not going to be good. I mean, a straw, to be fair, will be handy if, no, it won't be handy, will it? It's just a load of pointless, it's just a pointless trip, this, isn't it? What are we doing? Yeah. So, if you're playing on this particular map or on this game, just let me know what your sort of plans and intentions are, what you intend, what you're actually working on at the moment. Be good to have a bit of participation in the chat. Might keep me awake while we're going down this. Oh, here comes a bus. I'm not a bus spotter, honest. So this is probably going to be the longest term plan that I've ever set out for on Farming Simulator. I don't think it's going to be easy. Don't get me wrong. You know, we're going to have to do some like onions and all that kind of stuff, and all that's going to be hard work for me because I've never really done root crops before because of the sheer amount of time that it takes. We're probably going to have to make as much use as we can of productions to make the money to buy the land. And so there's a lot got to go into this that we've got to think about, and I think that's going to be an absolute nightmare. At some point, I'm going to have to bail this lot up. But as soon as I finish this baler's getting sold. I don't care how much of a loss I make on it. It is atrocious. The Vicon fast baler is very much on the cards. Or we'll look for a square baler, but I think the Vicon might be the one to go for. If I remember correctly, it's about 100,000 less than what the other balers are. We have the money in the bank, so it's not the end of the world. It's just this thing is just like terrible. Terrible. At least the Vicon, you're moving twice the speed. But if we're gonna do that, we're gonna have to get ourselves the forks or a bale grab, so that we can, and then we'll need a bale trailer as well, so we can sell the trailer that we got once we've loaded up this field as well. Because I haven't got course play though, I've got to do it all myself, and that's going to take hours. And with this straw, you can hardly see it on the grass. Look at it, same colour. The lower down you go, the harder it is to see. It's an interesting blue painted house over there, with a little bit of land around it. The forests as well, so we can go hunting in the forests, do a bit of fishing. There's plenty to do around here. That's one good thing. But my goal and my aim is to turn this into the biggest land owned by one person in the world. We're going to own the whole place. This is going to become Collinsville, um, not Kinlaiig. That's the goal. Switch that off. Ditch all the... Right, so let's go and sell this baler and get a proper one. At least that second field will be done in no time with a better baler. So if we just park this up here for now, press P, go to balers. Round balers could be a mistake because there's a lot of hills on this, and so we could find the bales disappearing down the hill. So let's have a look. So 110,000 for the Vicon fast bale. So let's look at what a square baler is going to cost us. The only thing with a square baler is it will only be doing grass, not silage. So just ooh, didn't know I had that one. It's more expensive, but it does it at 24 mile an hour. Interesting and tempting. Let's see what we've got in the square balers. So the square bales, which would be the sensible option here, I've got to be honest. But we can only do grass, we can't do silage with them. Unless, does that one wrap? Let's have a look. No, that doesn't wrap. Right, okay. So we're going to have to go for the fast bale. Do want to try that one. I've never used that one before, but... So that one does 15 mile an hour, and that one does 24 mile an hour. Are we being a bit too unrealistic with it? Absolutely. Um, I think they're being a bit cheaty. We'll we'll do the fast bail one. What does that do? That's like a ridiculous, proper cheaty thing, isn't it? So we'll buy that. Yes. Okay. Back. Oh, we need to sell the other one as well. So, onto there. Vehicles. And not the fast baler. Not that. Age. Oh, they're all the same age. Look at that. How much can we get for the fast track? 42,000. Trailer, Massey, New Holland, Potager, quick. Where is it? There it is. Couldn't see it. Couldn't see wood for trees. Look at that. We lost 5 grand on it already. Unbelievable. Of course, I suppose we could have just used the... We've got a forage wagon that would have collected him. That would have been an idea we could have used. It's not a good sign already. The first bale that we do is rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those doggies rolling rawhide. Through rain and wind and weather, hail and forever, wishing my girl was by my side. Seems to have stopped moving now, at least that bale, so won't be chasing it down through the dales. Feels like we're achieving something now. Although I haven't worked out yet exactly how I'm gonna get this these bales up yet. Whether we're going to be using a fork or whether we're going to be using something else, a bale grab or something like that. So I think we'll do a bit of fishing after we've done this, because we deserve a break. Go and catch 4 or 5 fish. We'll keep them and sell them. No, look at the time. We've got a field that we need to cut of grass as well. Might not have time for fishing. It's one good thing with the fast bale is that you can just keep driving at the same speed all the time. It may not be mega fast, 10 mile an hour, but because you don't have to stop to let the bale drop, it's still faster. Certainly beats 6 mile an hour that we stuck with the other one. I think what we'll do now is run up and down these end ones, because otherwise we're just going to be collected up the little bits and then still have to do it, but only be collecting little bits at that far end. So we might as well just go and do these 2 rows now, and then pick up where we left off in the very near future. We're making good progress on this field anyway. It's certainly not been as tedious as the last field. Still got to work out a way of building up these, picking up these bales, should I say. That is going to be the biggest challenge of the day. So these fields next to the ones that we own could be the direction which we go in. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet, but I do want to buy fields that do not have a crop in, just for the realism of the game, so that whatever fields we buy, we're basically starting from scratch with fields. One, two, three, four, five. About 6 more rows to go. Here's one of the buses. That's a coach, I think, that one. Bringing some tourists into town. So, if you can see on the map, little round map in the corner, we've got field 22, which is the field with no crops in. Field 20 and field 35. Field 35 is just a grass field. And then field 22 and 23. So 22 is the one with no crops in there. And 23 is the one that we've just baled up with the tiny bales. We're in field 20. And then the cow pen straight ahead is 50. Which is more of a plot than it is a field. I think that's all that we own. I don't think there's anything else. There might be, but I haven't checked it out if there is. But we're nearly there with this, and so we'll get to field 35 and get the grass cut. Because if we definitely get that done today, then we may get one more cutting. Which would be a little bit unrealistic for Scotland, I'd imagine, but we live in hope. But if we've got grass, we can then have some sheeps. still a good number of bales off this one field for straw as well, because straw's not a mega high yield. I think we've done okay here. I've just had a thought. I don't know if we've got a windrow. We might be leasing some equipment. I think that's the only way round it, else we'll have no money before we've blinked. £1 million is not really that much when it comes to buying all the equipment. Should double check all the equipment we've got again. We'll do that in a sec when we've done this field. We're definitely going to need some bale trailer of some sort. I don't want that big massive one that we normally get, because probably a little bit unrealistic for a farm this size. We'll go for a smaller bale trailer. Oh, you hear me? Oh, I am knackered today. Really knackered. Right, so that is that field done. Press it twice to release it. Come on. Only a tiny bale, that one. It's not a full one at all. So that bale can go to the grass field, because it's going to be needed there. I need to turn it off, that's why I'm getting drag. So it's up here, the grass field, I think. Steep hill to get to it, my goodness. Right, so we'll park this up here, go get the other tractor and bring the mower up. I've got a feeling it's just a front mower, isn't it? So we'll probably... Has this got a front connector on it? Well, it has, but it's got a weight on that. We might have to bring it up and switch the tractors again. And then I'll have to find a way of getting those bales up. Oh, peak. We'll go across this field and hit the trailer. Oh, there's a living closed gate. Oh, not something I expected. And you know what? It can barely turn around these bends, this ring. It is useless. Oh, I forgot something. We're supposed to bring a mower up, weren't we? He didn't see me crash into that little tree. I've got stuck. Oh, what's going on? I've got stuck. Right. I've made a decision now. This tractor is disgraceful. Absolute disgraceful. Go away. Where are you? So, where do I want to go? Finances. No, vehicles. Yes. Bike on fast baler. JCB fast track. Sell. I do not like you at all. And what we're going to do is buy. Let's just check there's nothing on sale first. I mean, there's a Fent there. That'll do for nearly a like for like. What's that thing for forestry? And a tanker. But we want a front loader. Or a wheel loader would be better. They're a little bit more expensive, aren't they? No, they're a lot more expensive. Can't afford them. Telehandler. Do we want a JCB? Or what do we want? See, I'd like a Merlot, but I don't think I can afford 150. Can I? Can I? Really? The front loaders are really rubbish, so aren't they? So we're going for a Merlot. It's really bad idea, but while we've got the money, let's blow it. Blow it, blow it, blow it. So that gives me 170 horsepower. Okay, that will do nicely. Now let's go back and we want combinations. So we want... Do we go for the bale grab or... So that's square bale, that's round bale. I think that one's the one that we go for because we haven't got to be as accurate with it. It's a little bit of auto load, but not stupid, going stupid. So let's go for that one. We'll buy that. Yes. And what else do we need? A trailer, don't we? So we'll have to sell all the front loader stuff as well, I think. So a trailer, where are the trailers? Flatbed trailer. I don't want a big massive one. How small is that one? So we don't want auto load on it. The one that hasn't got auto load. Nope. But I don't think I want that. But it seems to be the only one that I could have. So bale trailer auto load. We don't want the auto load really. So how many bales do we reckon it can hold? I think this is the one though. This is the one that we're gonna get. It's 30k. I mean, we are blowing this money like nobody's business. Nobody's business. Right. So we'll go back to the vehicles again and just see what things we've got that we don't need now. Because we must have some toys, some tools that are no good to us. So let's sell that because we don't need that anymore. I think I'm tempted to sell that as well. How much would we get for that? 11,000. I think I'd prefer a mower that is on the back of the tractor rather than the front. I don't think we're going to use that, so let's get rid of that. Obviously, we need all that. Cultivator. What do we need a cultivator for? Well, we can buy a plough. So we'll sell that. What's a horse versa? Oh, that you got to tell me now. I've just sold the seeder, haven't? What was for the seeder? Well, what we'll do while we've got no things, we'll hire a seeder out. So that'll get sold shortly, and that'll put us back up over 750. We can sell that. So I think that's it for what we can sell. So if we go back to the vehicles again, we're going to want a seeder, a fertilizer. With the small fields that we got, we can just get one of them really cheap fertilizers, can't we? So that'll be something. Press the right. I'll go to the right thing. So we've got a plough, and there's only one type of plough that I will go for. We'll stick with the smallest one, just because we're likely to be on small fields. Then we want a mower and a seeder. So go with that seeder. It is a common one, isn't it? But and a mower. The mower is the important one, isn't it? What's this? Mowers cut grass. Now that's fairly cheap, isn't it? But I don't think it's very big though, is it? 6.3 meters. Nah, that's not 6.3 meters. How is that 6.3 meters? I'm gonna buy it and try it. I've never used one before, so we're learning something new with that. So, where's all the other shop stuff gone? Oh, it's on the track. press the right direction on the accelerator. Try to squeeze between this and the tree. This is close. I don't think this tractor's going to be big enough to pull it, to be honest. So it'll just have to try and take it up there. Well, this is good, isn't it? We can't get to it because of the fence. Ooh, we didn't want to do that. But we're going to have to move some of this equipment before I break it, before I've even used it. So if I move that plough out of the way. That'd be... No, that's lowered it. I don't want to do that. The X is what I wanted to do. So that's there, out the way. The seeder needs going out the way. I mean, we're going to have to be quick with this for field because we August. I'll stay light for a bit, but I want it to still be light when we're finished so that I can get some of this, some construction done on the farm itself. I've got to sell the old bale thing, get a new bale storage place, and I'm gonna have to put some form of shed in as well, so that we can keep some more of this nice new equipment. So I've never used this thing before, so I'll hopefully be able to use a worker. I mean, it's a freaky looking thing, isn't it? Let's just have a look at the information on it. So if we went onto there and then onto mowers, just want to see how much. So it's that one, isn't it? 110 horsepower. And the Fendt that we've got is 113. Look at that. It was meant to be. I just want to check something before we go cutting it. Yeah, it's okay. So let's see what this does now. Wow, look at that. I like that. But look, looks like it'd be a nightmare to control. Let's see how this worker does it. In fairness, that was a good buy for the 15,000 that it cost. It would have cost us the best part of 50,000, or certainly 40,000, to be able to do the same sort of width with a front one and a back one. I wouldn't have been able to do it with this tractor as well. Not sure why he needed to do all that turning there, but I'll leave him to that for now, because I've got some work to do somewhere else. What have I got to do? Well, we need to get that bale trailer, collect some bales as well. But I think we're going to have to do that. I don't know what to do first, to be honest. I think I'm going to do the construction first. Spend more money. It's what we like to do on farming sim, isn't it? So, construction. Look at that. We get loads of money for that as well. Woohoo! We like money. So, in its place, we're going to put... Can we sell the rubbish? Probably not. So what I'll do is I'll put the... We want the bale shed. Is it under silos? You can store pallets and bales. So we could get that one. It's cheap. See, that one there is okay, isn't it? So, but do we want that there? Or do we want that somewhere up here? So that we can put another shed here. I think that's what we'll do. So we want a decent sized machine shed. But not quite big enough, but we're getting there. No, that's not big enough. But we're going too expensive now, aren't we? So, what do we want? So it's 29,000. So got to get it as level as possible. The reason I want it as level as possible is I want to try and fit 2 in. We do it that way. So if we look at that now, let's go and see what it looks like. We'll take the Merlot and drive to it, because then we can see how level the ground is. But we've got plenty of places now to store trailers and the likes. So that looks okay. A little bit tight for getting a trailer in there. That's the one thing I'd say with that. So not totally ideal. This one will... Well, that looks smooth as it comes, actually. I think if anything, it's going to be round the back where it's... Oh, there is a bit of here that can do with smoothing off. Oh no, it's not too bad. Oh, yeah, there is a bit of a dip there. And then at the back, you physically can't drive round it. But that I'm not too worried about. I wish I'd got that completely level, actually. I think I might just redo that back one. So, do you know what? I pressed the wrong one all the time. Oh. Sell that shed. Yes. And then so I think that's level now. And then we'll do that. We want to not painting. We want to sculpt it to soften. And then we'll jump into Merlot and go and see what that's like. And that is nice. I like that very much. That is mint. How level does that look when we get alongside it? It's not quite level, but literally within a couple of feet. So I'll be happy with that. And we've got plenty of room to turn and reverse vehicles into there, so shouldn't be too difficult to cope with. So how's that mower doing? He's still working away there, so what I'll do is, I think we haven't got a windrow, have we? So I'll need a windrow, but I'll go and collect up some of them bales from the field. Now, is my controller working? Wasn't working last time I tried it. Oh, we're working, yes. That's that. Gotta get that trailer on the back. It's a big old trailer. That, oh no, I've just realised it's a dolly trailer. Oh my golly gosh, that's gonna make it fun. So we'll park the trailer up, work out how we get the rig working. So if I press B, that should do it. Then we need to lower that down a touch. 1, 2, I don't know how many it collects. 3, so that's how many it collects, obviously. Too far. So I want to see where I'm lowering it to. That looks about halfway, doesn't it? We can overhang a touch. No, don't want to do that. I want to level it out that way. How do we drop the things? find the right button. How do we stop it? 4. And because I know what I'm like, we'll jump out and strap it up. Because otherwise I'll knock them off. So then we'll auto load again. Oh. Alright, so it's 3 on that one. One, 2. Buckle my shoe. Oh, oh. Ah, there we go, got it. There's the coach leaving again, having dropped off the peoples. That one. Has that done it? Why is it not letting go? Oh, it's sat. Pressing the wrong buttons. So I'll just go and strap these in before we forget. Should have gone for another one really, but never mind. Alright, so just need to have a good view of where we're going with this. Right, so let's drop it up. Don't fall, don't fall. Reverse. Jump out and strap up. Yeah, so it's a little less cheaty than what just whizzing around with an auto-load trailer. I reckon that coach has forgotten someone who's going back. Must be a different one. So obviously this bit is cheatier because it's automatically loading up these bales. Come on, why are we missing that? There we go. Bet that mower's done by now anyway. I don't need a windrow for him so that he can go and row it now. bring it down. Needs to come back a touch. Perhaps too much. And no, don't go the wrong way. It's very hard to get the right way when you're looking at the tractor from the wrong way. I think this is going to give us just the right amount of straw to be equal on equal rows on each side of the trailer, which will make it its weight equal. But yeah, it's going to be a good job done. Need to line this up reasonably accurately. Right, so the mowing is done. That's good. 3, was it? No, it was 4. 4. It's not looking too great, but so 3 more to go. One, 2, and 3. I do love the Merlot. It's so good for field work as well as doing the forklift stuff and all that kind of thing. So lower it down and 4, reverse, and that is a wrap for that baling. We've got all them little bales to pick up. That's going to be fun. Do we just try and do this without the windrow? Because it's got a good pickup. I think we do. I don't know what I'm going to do with that bale trailer though, because with it being a dolly, I can't reverse it. I'm terrible with a dolly. So that might just have to stay out in the open. Oh. I didn't quite have the right angle on me tractor and couldn't see that then. where are we going to keep this? In one of the sheds, I suppose. Keep it in there. It's as good a place as any. I know it's not designed for this, but it's a covered silage bunker actually, and I think. Oh, I'll do that. It was too rapid a turn. Oh, gotta be very accurate with that now. So straight back, straight back. I think that'll just about do it. Just hope we can hook onto it. Scrape my new tractor. Could have kept it there, I suppose. Right, so we got to try and do that without actually. Oh no, don't do that. On a lower pickup, switch on. 6 meters, I think, is the pickup. Might be wrong there. Okay. Let's see how that does. Yeah, so that looks about right. A little bit cheaty, but so oops, if you turn it the right way. Clicking on to the next run now. It's only a little field, so it doesn't take too long, does it? think we'll finish this field and then call it a night, because I'm done. Absolutely done. I've had a long day at work. So I think I'm due a bit of a rest. But I do like this map. I think we're going to have some real fun on it and turn this into quite a substantial farm by the end of it. I'm happy with the sort of like building work that we've done on it. The equipment that we bought is going to make life a whole lot easier. Having got rid of that silly tiny baler. That was just ridiculous. Can't believe I thought for 1 second that I could get away with running that thing on this farm. It was ridiculous. Wouldn't be good. Wouldn't have been any good for blooming somebody's back garden. Question is, do we just go for cows or do we go for sheep and cows? Because obviously it makes a difference on whether we leave the silage wrap on these or not. I honestly don't know. That may be my final purchase of the stream. We'll go and have a look at how many cows we can have, how many sheep we can have, and make a decision there. And then the next stream's going to be collecting these bales up and probably moving on to the next month where we do some seeding. So I definitely need to windrow later another time because I'm missing lots of little bits on this. But to turn this around quick before that drops, because if it drops on the hill we'll never see it again. Tell you what though, we're getting a few bales on here. I wasn't expecting this many, to be honest. What did we get? 12 on the other one. Three, 6, 9, 12. Well, we got 24 on the other, didn't we? So we're already on 13 here. Just jumped up to 14. Gotta wait for that to drop, because otherwise we'll be losing it down the hill. At the moment, this is the only field we have which is going to be providing feed for the animals. Question is, will it be enough? I'm going to have to get the old spreadsheet out and see whether I can do the maths on how much each cow would need for feed and how much the sheep would need for feed. Stop again, I'll probably losing this. Make sure it stays. Good bale. I reckon there's at least another bale in loose bits here that we've missed. So we definitely want a windrow next time. Just being lazy. So the last rundown, what we'll do, we'll go and look at the animal situation and I'll tidy up this field off stream. And we'll call that a night, I think. Don't forget, if you haven't checked it out already, there's a few different streams that I've done. The Animal Farm one, which has come to a bit of an abrupt end at the moment because of what I assume is like a mod conflict or something, where all my animals have disappeared, which for an animal farm is a pretty disastrous occurrence. But it's a shame because we were just about to start making some good money on it. So I am going to try and put it back to some sort of semblance of where we should be for real, even if it means sort of like giving myself the money that would have been the animals that we had, that sort of thing. So lift that up, switch that off, hold it up. So I think we'll get enough of that extra bale to drop out of this from cleaning that up. So that's that done. Let's take the Octavia out for a drive. Right, oh, that's where we want to go to actually, isn't it? So, I don't know why I'm running round in circles around there. So you can get 32 sheeps in here. Could we use them? Yeah, so we could. We can genuinely use this hay as well. That's good. So that gives us a head start. What are all these? So what do these do? They produce wool. So if we go for half, and that will give us. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll go for half, or do we go for quarters? So when we got 8, and they're growing, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy 8 at that age, and 8 at this age. Oh. And 8 at this age. And what we'll do is when the 6-monthers give birth, we'll have 24, and when they're just about to give birth, we'll sell the however old these 6-monthers are by then. So that way, we will always have a rotation of sheep. So that's 24 of 32, yeah, so that's right. So we'll jump back into the Octavia. Could have just walked, just been lazy. We'll have to tidy this farm up as well. There's stuff everywhere, isn't there? That field, though, I am dreading doing that field, but I think I'll probably do that off stream because it's going to be a bit boring. So, in here, these initially could eat the meadow, couldn't they? Oh no, it says that 0 litres, so maybe we're going to have to put a bit of grass in there. Oh, the hay would do it, actually. We'll move that hay in. and that could do it. So, what do we want the Highland cows here, don't we? Mind you, Angus are Scottish. Where's the Highland cow? We not got the Highland ones. What? Looks like we're having Angus cows then. So, I don't know what you do with them. Wow, we can have 112. I think we'd be being nuts if we had 112, though, wouldn't we? Well, we're gonna do it. What the heck? Tell you what, whoever owned this farm before, it was so messy. So, I'll take this hay to the farm so they've got some food for now, and then I'll move the rest of that hay over here in a bit. Seem to remember that hay is a good way to go with these, but we can make silage, so that gives them something to eat for now. There's 100 of them though, so they're not going to take long to get through that. And I think I'm going to leave it there. So we've got 112 cows, which hopefully will bring us about at least 100,000 in profit within about a year to 15 months. That's probably how long we'll keep them for. When they're making us about 1,500, that's when we'll sell. And that will cover, obviously, the transport fees and all of that. And the sheep will be working on a rotation of 8 sheep sold every 2 or 3 months. Those 8 sheep will probably bring us about 16,000 each. And, well, maybe not that much. I'm not sure what the value of sheep goes to. But they'll be giving us a freebie baby as well. So, eventually, they'll definitely be paying for themselves. And, obviously, we'll be getting wool and stuff like that. But, in the meantime, I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I may come on later with my football manager game again, depending on how I feel. It's a little less taxing on the eyes when you're able to just press a button and watch the manager game. But yeah, I'm going to go away, have a bit of a break, and if I do come back, then you're welcome to come and join me. But if not, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Bye.